lot of times we all had those readings on Saturday night, but it's really nice to break it up. This is the prime audience for the Children's Book Awards. And the first new member I would like to introduce is David Bowles. David Bowles is a longtime resident of the lower Rio Grande Valley and the author of over a dozen books that include poetry, translation, and young adult literature. His book, Flowers, Song, Dance, Aztec, and Mayan Poetry, won the Fraser Award for Best Translation in 2014. His most recent young book, The Smoking Mirror, was named the 2016 Cura del Prado, apologize if I forget that, honor book by the American Library Association. So we're going to invite David Bowles up here.
Well, Jan Seal asked me a few weeks ago if I had picked anything out and if I was struggling to pick things out, and I was just waiting until the last minute. What can we choose? And so as I was going through things, I realized that the last 4 pieces of poetry that I've had published were, I think, perfect encapsulations of the kind of work that I do. So I'm just going to read those with an explanation. So this first one just came out in the Journal of Children's Literature called Border Kid, and it's a poem written in support of the many Mexican-American students and undocumented Mexican residents who are kind of suffering right now in this time of crisis. It's fun to be a border kid, to wake up early Saturdays and cross the bridge to Mexico with my dad. The town is like a mirror twin of our own, with Spanish spoken everywhere, just the same, but English mostly missing, till it pops up like grains of sugar on a spicy pepper. We have breakfast in our favorite restaurant. Dad sips café de olla while I drink chocolate. Then we walk down uneven sidewalks, chatting with strangers and friends in both languages. Later, we load our car with Mexican Cokes and Hoya, avocados and cheese, tasty reminders of our roots. Waiting in line at the bridge, though, my smile fades. The border fence stands tall and ugly, invading the reeds at the river's edge. Dad sees me staring, puts his hand on my shoulder. Don't worry, mijo. You're a border kid, a foot on either bank. Your ancestors crossed this river 1,000 times. No wall, no matter how tall, can stop your heritage from flowing forever like the Rio Grande itself. And continuing with that theme of borders, one of the things I'm super interested in is borderlands, border culture, border legends, scary legends, most people don't really do. So here's a piece that appeared in the Texas Weather Anthology. Many of you guys have poems in as well. Borderland sky, endless, blue so hot it edges toward white, pitiless and indifferent to the flat coastal plain, dots of grave bottoms and burning wet, harried by the Gulf's gusting breath. Meager, fleeting shadows on the brown brush, the turgid wild river below. Or black, a sable cape slowly bangled with glinting silver, flung over the eyes of the wide world to calm its snorting rage, but ominous and hinting at bleak endings, raped at breathtaking moments by the death of blazing stars, tumbling. Behold its denizens, legends in flight, the cruel lechuza, either witch or witch familiar, snatching naughty children from homey bosoms, the big bird, its prehistoric and craggy features snarling like a crazed ape as it dips its leathery wings our way. La Llorona, drifting over water, moaning for her children, dragging the stragglers into the depths. All the harpies, lost souls, thunderbirds, and legless vampires of war, crisscrossing that vastness, looking down at us. And then here's a piece that was published in Voices de la Luna. It's called A Broken Chancel with a Broken Cross. Nothing but sky and sea and this barren strip of land at Fort Laguna Madre and silty delta and vast gulf. We each fling our paths, glittering and deadly, into the waves, or pretend to. The gesture is what matters, the intent.
No priest attends these oaths as our fingers interlace. No families or friends beaming or weeping. The functionary is silent, gestures for signatures. A woman, his secretary or clerk, serves as witness, along with the solitary gull and crabs trapped on the leeward side of the dunes. We need no affirmation. Ours is yon fabled lonely isle, bare of even God, just a fruit-laden tree with enough shade for once and now and future. And then finally, here is a piece, a translated Nahuatl poem. Some of you guys know that I'm really into Aztecs in my this is Song 9 from the manuscript Cantares Mexicanos, which is one of the two codices of Nahuatl poetry that still exist, one of only 130 poems that survived the conquest. And it's called Another Sad Otomi Song. The Otomis were an indigenous group that was often at conflict with the Aztecs in their early rise in central Mexico, but for whom the Aztecs had a lot of respect, and they named one of their highest military squadrons, the Otomi. To you, Lord, the near and the nigh, I address my melancholy words, lifting sighs and offering here before you. In anguish upon this earth, I give voice to my troubles. Lord, greatly do I suffer. Never has joy or wealth been my lot. In vain I till the soil, though it is not growing season. Nothing but affliction bursts in the bloom here. In peace, there by your side, in your presence may I quickly be. Please, will it so? Let my heart find its ease there at your feet. I will dry my tears forever by your side, in your presence, giver of life. What kinds of creatures are these men who live in search of earthly fame? They cry out to no one. They dwell in prideful ignorance. They simply deceive themselves, never crying out to you, Lord of the near and the nigh, because they believe they will live forever on this earth. I slake my raging passions when I see them swilling madness. Nonetheless, I am encouraged, though poor and in pain, for there, in the place of the shorn, our true nature is revealed, no matter what we are. Only then will every heart be satisfied at last. Let no one here on earth shape his heart that way. We dwell in mourning, weeping we live, and then but briefly. For soon it all will end. Yes, and then we will follow, like those princes who once reigned. Heed this example, friend, you who are unhappy, who suffer on earth. Just wreathe yourself with flowers of compassion, with tearful blooms, and give him all the glory, lifting petaled sighs and offering to the Lord, the near and the nigh. I have garlanded myself with strings of kindly flowers and shield blossoms like sighing in my hands. I intone a somber song. Like a necklace of jade, I offer this holy melody, twining it around my jade drum. A singer, I buttress my hymn at heaven's edge, drawing it down from celestial resonance. Orioles, quetzals, rosy spoonbills, trilling cranes that wing delight to the Lord of the near and the nigh. And as the Maya will want to say, in lakash which is, I see myself in you. You are my other. And the Nahuatl would have said, which means I am you. And it's great to be among you. We are brothers and sisters of the heart, bound in poetry in Xochitl. Thank you very much.